Hey, my name's Don, owner of Felon to Felon, where we talk about money opportunities for felons, life lessons for felons, and your future as a felon. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how to get a job on house arrest. This should be a great one. Let's get started. Okay, so you're on house arrest and you need income. That's understandable. I've been there and I've done that. The bills still have to be paid. The kids have to still eat food and clothes on their back. Well, I'm going to help you with this situation. I'm going to give you some good tips and some helpful information that I have done myself. Not just tips. Everything has been done by me, and I got some good resources and some good jobs for you. Don't worry, just because you're on house arrest is not the end of the world. Help is here. About to help you now. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go to your local job recruiter sites such as Craigslist, ZipRecruiter, Indeed, LinkedIn, those type of job search engines, and you want to type in remote working from home remotely, remote job listings where we can get remote work because we're in the house and we got a lot of in the house time. So a lot of companies and employers, if you think about it, they should really love us because we're like in live-in worker for them. Going to be a live-in worker for them because we're going to be doing this while we're living in and sitting on our in our situation. So go to Craigslist. I want you to type in work remotely. And for these positions that we're going to be seeking, you'll need things such as high-speed internet, computer, access to a phone. Some of these positions, they might want you to have previous sales experience. Don't worry, everyone's a salesperson. Anyone can do sales. All you need is a mouth and a product and a buyer and talk them into buying. So they want you to have some type of at home, some type of sales position experience. So just keep that in mind. You will need to put down that you're able to make sales. Another thing, with COVID being around right now, a lot of these positions are open at home. I know work remotely is a big thing right now, so don't worry about catching or finding any of these jobs. They should be readily available because COVID has turned a lot of things around and a lot of people work from home now. So that's a plus on our side. The first position that I'm going to talk about is a form of digital organizing. And I did this. I didn't know about it until I did it, and I discovered it after using that first step, typing in the remote jobs, and the second step, the digital organizing. I found this position. The name of the company is the AFL-CIU. AFL-CIU. The American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organization. It's got a lot of words. We just call it the AFL-CIU. They're a political inclined affiliate union. They represent unions throughout the United States. They're very big on, well, that's their main purpose, is to represent the unions. But this is one of the biggest unions out. Like they're the umbrella, and all the other unions fall under them. So a lot of money, a lot of clout, a lot of you'll hear this. You'll hear their name come out the president's mouth a lot around important issues that Congress might have. The unions are strongly attached to all of those issues, and you'll hear AFL-CIO come out the president's mouth when he's talking about important things a lot. That's the first job that you want to go to their website. And not only them, you can go and look at other digital organizing websites. I'll have links below, but let's just talk about the AFL-CIO and my experience with them. So go to their website. They provided me with a working email, made me really legit. It's a really legit platform. I had health insurance. I had overtime pay. I had paid holidays. Again, guys, this is all working from my kitchen table with a computer with a band on my leg. I never left my home for an interview. I submitted all my documentation through their human resources department, which was very simple. It was all just generated through me sending in documents and going through what would be a regular orientation for any new job or any new hire. It was very easy. I liked it so much. I felt like, just a regular, real employee, even though I was on house arrest working from home. So, AFL-CIO, it was phone banking. They provided me with a script that they wanted us to use. What you'll be doing is basically you're the person that calls around people. Hey, I'm Don Nichols. I'm representing the AFL-CIO. We're just calling today to see if blah 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 you want to blah blah blah. It's all a script that you'll read. It's like they call it a rap, and it's so cool. And it was just very educational and enlightening to know how this the political phone banking and canvassing community and jobs work. They offered me to come out to Georgia and do door to door knocking on people's door. They call it canvassing. Obviously, I couldn't go to Georgia, but that was more money for if your house arrest is temporary and you just want a job that's long term, and that you can just really do more with than just the at home thing. They offered me to come down to Georgia. They put me up in a hotel. They give me a per diem. I believe I was getting paid $16 an hour just from at home, and if I would have went on the road, it went up to like $20 with paid hotel, 2 meals paid a day. So it was really cool. So they give you a script, they give you an email, and they give you a lot of different downloadable, like Ring Central, that'll install in your computer. And it was like where the phone numbers, the phone would call, it'd be generating a phone call, and you'll pick. Once the person picks up, it'll click you in, and you do all this over your phone. You don't need any fancy headset. You can just, if you got the headset, fine, but if not, you can just use your cell phone and just like you're talking to a regular person, but your phone will stay on continuously. You can talk over the computer either. Um, I found it more easy to use my phone than talk through the microphone in the computer, but you have that option to use your computer. You can use your cell phone. You can use a headset. It's very cool that you can do this job from home. So you'll need computer screens. I worked from 8:30 in the morning. No, I'm sorry. I worked from 1 in the afternoon to 8:30 in the evening, all Central Time. Each day before work, they'd have like a group meeting on Google Meets. You get to see everybody. It's not just you. You don't feel isolated at all. It's like 100 people. You guys break out into groups. You guys practice with each other. Your rap street is very, very much like going to real work. I mean, I could see all the females, the males, the white. I could see everyone who my coworkers on the other end. It was very cool to see them, and it was just a fun work environment. So I'll leave links at the bottom where you guys can go and click and get right to the AFL-CIO's website. And you do want to utilize digital canvassing, working remotely, and that niche and that type of job for number one. So number one is digital organizing, which I've done myself, and I left you a link of one of the digital organizers that I worked for. Number two, the second job that I'll recommend you guys to go ahead and pursue at this point while you're working from home is a job that came across my computer, and I ventured into. It's called vector marketing. Don't worry, the link will be down below so you can just get right to it really easily. But it's called vector marketing. If you never heard of vector marketing, they're a knife selling manufacturer, and they sell knives. These are one of the best grade of knives that I've seen. And you're basically, again, you can find this job through Craigslist. It's, what I noticed about them is that, okay, so you apply, someone will reach right back out to you. They'll set you up with a group interview. It's just like the other job with the political. All these jobs, they have group interviews, meaning you don't just go one-on-one and interview. It's all over the computer too, but it's not one-on-one. So they'll do a broad, maybe 15 people in a group, and they'll do a introduction and an orientation in that type of group setting. So that was really cool. Like vector marketing, you're selling knives. So the orientation in the interview was very cool, really cool. They let you know everything up front. They show you the product. But with vector marketing, I'm going to give you the rundown, you guys. on Felon to Felon, all about the real. So the main thing with vector marketing was you're selling knives, but they wanted you to like sell the first 10 sets to your family. Like they would give you leads so you can make money, with off of their advertisement and their commercials. That's what I want to make. You guys advertise and I'll just sell your product. I'll come in on the back end and make my commission. But they wanted you to, before you can get to their leads and they give you leads, sell like 10 sets of knives to your family members, which is cool. If family and friends, if you got family and friends, if it's around Christmas time, like I say, the product is phenomenal. Best knives I've ever touched or you'll ever want to sell. So the product is a good quality product. I liked it that, and you get a nice commission. And another thing, a little backstory with vector marketing, they have a big employer base where they have famous people that's worked for them, political affiliates that's worked for them. A lot of people have came through vector and sold these knives. So that's another thing. A lot of, they have a track record. That would be some of the pros. Was the interviewing, the fast pace, the straightforwardness, the guaranteed job rate, they guarantee you a job in there, the open positions. That was the pros of vector marketing. But the cons was, before you start, you had to sell directly to some family members and friends. Understanding their payout, it was a little bit janky, because, you can get paid this way or you can get paid that way. So just understanding how you get paid off of your sales, and then, basically, that was pretty much it with the pros and cons. It's a guaranteed job. So, these are plays and jobs that I've done and they're guaranteed money. So if you just have time and that's, you just have time, a couple of hours out your day, then yeah, this is a guaranteed job for you if you're on house arrest and you have sales ability. So, get your sales ability up and just become the best you that you can. That's what we teach here at Felon to Felon. So yeah, that's a tip too. And number 3, last but not least, my favorite is dispatching, you guys. Dispatching, trucking, being a dispatcher for a trucking company or any type of logistics, moving, any company that moves products. So pretty much every business out there has something to move. But biggest one is trucking companies. Being a trucker dispatcher, you guys. And I have a trucking background, so this one right here was a no-brainer for me. I deal with dispatchers every day because I'm on the trucking end and the dispatchers are on the dispatching end. So I already knew that this job was a job that's always going to be around, you guys. Freight brokers. So let's get right into it. A lot of the pros are that you can work from home. You're going to be a people person. You're going to be working with regular Joes. It's not really technical. You don't need any upscale vocabulary. These are just ordinary, regular people. You're going to be moving products from A to Z. So a freight broker is a middleman between a broker and a shipper and a carrier. I'm sorry. So you got the shipper and you got the people. You got the Walmart and you got the trucking company, and they want to take it to the Walmart in Chicago, and you pick it up from the Walmart in Indiana. So they need it moved around. So that's your job, to get it from A to B. You're going to be dealing with everyday people that really, the driver needs this to make money and the shipper needs this to get the product out so they can get more product in, so they can do what they do and get and rotate their inventory. So this one of my favorite picks, because even if you don't have any experience, there are courses, and I have a great course that I'm going to tell you guys about. That's going to be linked in down below, that if you use my code, you'll get something free or some type of discount. So the freight broker guide and course that I'm referring to is very useful and very easy. I bought it, I went through it, and it was very helpful. Again, freight brokering, you can make awesome money because you can make up to a percentage off of what the truck drivers make. So if a truck driver is making $7,000 to $10,000 a week, you can make 3 to 5% of that. So I think that's between $1,500 to $2,000 off of just placing phone calls and getting the orders to where they need to be. So really quick, guys, in this freight broker course, you're going to learn basically obvious thing. What is a freight broker? They offer easy to follow quizzes. Is one of the things I liked about this course. That if you went over a chapter, at the end of the chapter, they had a quiz. So if the quiz was 5 questions and you knew 3 of the questions, the answers to 3 of them, and the other 2 you didn't know, that's what you need to go back and look at. So that the quiz at the end of the chapters is very helpful as far as you keeping up track and learning. And you can cheat too. You can go straight to the quiz, like a lot of people do it, then go find the answers, and you can just know. Helpful. They offer quiz, so that's a helpful thing that they offer the quizzes at the end of the chapters. They show you how to use load boards. All a load board is that it helps you to understand the rates. So if you got something going from Chicago to Indiana, it might be paying $500, but something from Indiana to Miami might be paying $1,500. So a load board helps it just like makes everything easy so that everybody's on the same level playing field, and you don't cheat yourself. You don't say, you don't let a shipper tell you, hey, I got something that I want to move to Indiana, but it's only paying $200, and the load board says that for the last month, 2 months, it's been paying $500. So load board, they tell you how to read the load board, how to understand, and it's very simple and straightforward. I mean, you get on there, you see the states, you see the cities, the zip codes and everything, and then you see the rates. Also, it helps you to know what trucks, other trucks are in that lane, meaning is the lane oversaturated? Do you have 40 trucks available to take something to Indiana, or do you have 8? If you have only 8, that same load that might be paying $500 to go up there, now it might pay $800 to a driver because of the less trucks available to go up there. So the shippers have to pay more, and you kind of negotiate that, because like I say, you're the freight broker. So the shippers are looking to you to know the rates. The truck drivers are looking to you to know the rates. So the course, they teach you how to use load boards. They teach you the terminology and the lingo of everything that's going on in the in and outs. And if you take this course, then you got to step up. And I think the course is like 50 or 80 bucks or something. And the potential that money that you can make off being a freight broker, you're on house arrest, you really don't got much to do. And this is a career job. This is not just a house arrest play right here. Being a freight broker is something that you're not going to frown upon and take too lightly. You can make some okay money being a freight broker, and it also has the advantage and ability to scale up. Freight brokers, they branch out and they start their own companies. Freight brokers are just trucking companies, just on the freight brokering side. If you can broker your own freight and have your own trucks, sky's the limit. So this is an easy entryway into the trucking field and career and business. So I would highly recommend anybody to pursue the number 3 is the freight broker opportunity, especially if you're on house arrest. Great career to learn and get into. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys, chopping it up with me and taking time. Like always, I'm going to definitely go and do my research and homework and find other opportunities for us felons. Nothing but high paying and great paying jobs, because us as a felon, we have it hard enough. We already have a lot on our back, and we just want to make it easy and have a level playing field for us in society. So like always, guys, thanks for being here with me, and look for more videos and more knowledge for us as time goes on. God bless you. And yeah, I'm going to bring you all the information and more plays, more things to utilize, more information, more everything, you guys. Check out the links and all the information I got below, and I'll talk to you on the next one.
Bom dia, mais dia maravilhoso.